be honest, I don't know how much longer Twitch is gonna be around with people like Hasan running around that. But you know what? Still, follow me, boys. Link to my Twitch is in the description. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Back to the video. Well, boys, today is tomorrow, and Hasan Piker might be in the damn jail. Because this man basically has been, we all know, he's been doing a little bit of radicalization on Twitch, alright? Just a little bit, alright? He just wants you to know that, yeah, some people can do things without repercussions and that are against the laws, just as long as for a cause that I, personally, Hasan Piker, believe in. Actually, I'm gonna be honest here, I probably shouldn't be making light of this situation because Hasan really got shooters out here in these streets. Alright, boys, I'm right now peeking out the window while I'm making this video, making sure I'm not getting spawn camped, alright? I at least want to make it out the damn house before I get shot. At least then I know I was a free man. Now, if you guys don't know, 2 Israeli diplomats got shot in Washington, D.C. by a guy screaming "Free Palestine." I'm gonna be honest here, don't know what this is gonna help do. I'm like, brother, that just radicalizes the people on the other side that don't want to free Palestine. Like, this is like the worst thing you can do. I'm just saying here, this is hands down, if you have a movement, killing someone on the other side of the movement is one of the worst things you can do. But of course, some people will still champion you. I don't know, they'll be putting money on your books like Luigi Mangione now. Now, obviously, Hasan Piker is in the news because, let's all be honest here, he's been radicalizing people for a while, especially against Jewish people in general. Just in general. I'm not even going to say Israeli. Let's just say it in general, all right? Now, again, these are my personal opinions, all right? Before anyone to be like, he said Hasan did this word for word. Nope. My personal opinions that I think that I get to have because we live in America, bitch. But I think personally, let me go ahead and emphasize that, Hasan Piker really does do some horrible things to the psyche of some young people that view him on his, Twitch stream. And a lot of people are pointing towards his Twitch streams now for the radicalization of the guy that shot and killed both the diplomats. And we're not even talking about just other content creators, because trust me, we've all been ringing this bell for a while that Hasan should probably be one of the people that we should all rally around getting deplatformed, alright? There are a few people on the actual deplatform list compared to people like Hasan, like fucking EDP is on that list. I'm just saying, Hasan, if you make the damn deplatform list with EDP, I'm just saying, brother, you really fucking up out here. But yes, not just content creators anymore are calling out Hasan the Hun, Hasanabi, Hasan Piker, whatever alias he wants to hide behind. Now, actual news channels are calling this man out by name, and it's fucking terrifying the way that some of these guys are just looping all of us gamers in with this madman.
All of us need to call it out. I'm thinking about the New York Times doing a gauzy profile a few weeks ago of this gamer, Hasan Piker, who regularly employs awful genocidal rhetoric against Jewish people in the Jewish state. Like, extremists.
Like, that's so psychotic to say. No, I don't. Okay? No, the I don't. Against Jewish people. Genocidal rhetoric that I regularly apply. Also, gamer? I haven't played a video game in months.
I'm like, the man doesn't even want to be associated with such a high esteemed class like gamers. I think we should all gather together and say, how about we just stop saying Twitch is a gaming site? It isn't. It was at one point, but now it is just a slop site. All right, you go there for a nice live stream of slop. All right, I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, but this streamer does some cool content. Kaisenet is doing the streamer use. It's slop. All right, none of this is scripted. All right, all of this is just people running around with cameras screaming all day. Let's not say these live streams are high effort. All right, yeah, just because you put a shit ton of money into something doesn't mean it's good, brother. We're gamers. We have seen multi-billion-dollar corporations go down in the blink of an eye because we all decided, yeah, this game is garbage. Yeah, you put $100, $400, $500 million into it, doesn't mean it's good. I'm gonna be honest here, Twitch has left gamers behind in favor for people to basically radicalize their audience into doing things like, so obviously after Hasan Piker decided to do all of this, pro-terrorism propaganda, obviously whenever someone that is seen as a Twitch viewer goes out and, commits a terroristic crime in the name of Palestine, obviously the guy at the head of the Free Palestine movement saying some of the most radical shit known to man it's probably going to be in the news a lot. So, you know, a lot of articles started coming out about how Hasan Piker is out here doing all this shit. On Twitch, by the way, that already has a radical stance against Israel, because if you guys remember, there was a ton of Israeli Twitch streamers that were starting to get banned, or they couldn't log into their account, and anytime that they send in a ticket to, you know, get help, they would just be like, no. They literally just be like, no. And also people weren't allowed to make accounts in Israel. So this was already getting even more because Twitch was starting to adopt Hasan Piker's radical political beliefs and actually punishing streamers that did nothing wrong for over a year. Literally, Israeli streamers would get punished for nothing. They did nothing at all. And yet they were getting punished because Hasan was like, I don't like those guys, so I think Twitch should probably not allow people in that area to make Twitch accounts. It's like, what? But obviously, after a ton of articles came out about Hasan Piker and, you know, being basically a radicalizer on Twitch, creating these people, basically, this man started locking down his Discord. Yes, he locked down his literal Discord so people can't join, and he started deleting everything in there. He started cleansing his own Discord. Brother, I'm just saying, after a mass and then someone saying that, I think this guy is radicalizing people against Jews. It's kind of weird that the next day you lock down your Discord and then you start cleaning it out. You know, that's kind of suspicious. Really suspicious. And of course, people like Asmongold are starting to call out Hasan Piker because everyone is calling him out for radicalizing people to do these certain types of things.
What's happening is that Hasan got named. Yesterday, 2 Israeli diplomats were killed. This is the guy that did the I believe that's him. There he is again. And there he is. So this is him talking right here. So he shot and killed 2 people. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! This was from April 2025. Twitch needs to stop making decisions based off of their radical, politically motivated moderation team. Because eventually there's going to be a lack of moderation for something that's really bad. Like some sort of like really bad, like somebody gets killed, like kind of like the Luigi thing, but like maybe a little bit worse than that. It's like political. And if you have people on Twitch that are supporting this, theoretically, every single advertiser is going to leave the platform and it is going to be an instantaneous apocalypse situation. I said this shit was going to happen. I told them this was going to happen. Like if I was Amazon and I found out this was happening, I would fire everybody at leadership at Twitch. By Twitch allowing this rhetoric on the platform, they open themselves up to the accusations that, and again, this is people that are openly promoting terrorist organizations.
I believe what the Houthis are doing is a good thing. 10 toes fucking down.
Right, let's give them a peace prize. Let's give them a peace prize.
I think they deserve it.
I actually think this could be it. I think that a lot of people are massively downplaying how big of a deal it is. You have a named person that is being connected to an active terror attack who has a history of supporting terrorist organizations.
Like, brother, this shit is fucking insane. Like, this is so fucking insane that literally this man is out here saying, yes, this group that is designated as a terrorist organization, not only in my country, but many countries around the world, I support them wholeheartedly. If they flew a plane into the World Trade Center again, fuck it.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it.
Now, the worst part is, of course, Hasan Piker did a whole stream on the 2 Israeli diplomats that got shot and killed. And Hasan even went over the killer's manifesto. By the way, this was his chat the whole entire time throughout reading the manifesto. It was in emote only, so, you know, people couldn't, you know, Fed post, basically get themselves in trouble by posting some, I don't know, radical shit that no normal person would say. But, you know, here's the clip of Hasan reading the manifesto of the killer.
All of these figures are almost surely a criminal undercount. I have no trouble believing the estimates that put the toll at 100,000 or more. More have been murdered since March of this year than in the Protective Edge and Kasled put together. These are 2 previous sieges that Israel implemented on Gaza in the past. What more at this point can one say about the proportion of mangled and burned and exploded human beings whom were children? We who let this happen will never deserve the Palestinians' forgiveness. They've let us know as much. An armed action is not necessarily a military action. It usually is not. Usually it is theater and a spectacle.
And instead of Hasan saying this is a gross misunderstanding of what the Free Palestine movement is, this man says,
But what does that have to do with anything?
No.
He's got a point.
I mean, like, he's not insane like the other guy that tried to firebomb the Pennsylvania, I'm pretty sure, mayor's house. Like, that guy was insane. This guy has a rational mind. This man actually tried his best to rationalize someone shooting 2 random people.
Firebombed the governor's mansion in Harrisburg and tried to kill Josh Shapiro.
Okay, that dude was insane, by the way. Like, it's more dangerous that you got dudes who aren't insane doing this. Because the dude who did this last night is not insane. Like, the guy who firebombed Josh Shapiro's governor's mansion was like so mentally ill. He thought that Josh Shapiro was like actively trying to kidnap his daughters or something. This, on the other hand, is not the work of an insane person.
This was uploaded to his own channel, by the way, chat. I didn't go throughout his streams just to find this. Brother, he uploaded this video his damn self. Motherfucker, well, he didn't edit it. He doesn't have that skill. Motherfucker didn't pay someone to upload this video for him fully edited to his own channel. Also, you guys remember that controversy that happened a couple of years ago whenever, you know, Hasan got his first editor and his first editor was like, Hasan hasn't been paying me. And he's making like a shit ton of money off of these videos. Hasan just has not been paying me. And it's kind of fucked. And Hasan only said, well, I bought him a PC. Like, isn't that all he needs as payment? It's like, brother, what? That PC was probably 1 month's payment. But yeah, Hasan's gonna see this clip circulating whenever he says, this guy was not mentally insane at all. This guy was actually pretty rational in the way he was thinking about murdering 2 people with differing political opinions that probably never even picked up a gun in their lives. And he's gonna have a full-on fucking heart attack because I'm gonna be honest here, I don't care how much this man works out. There is no way his heart and his brain can take the amount of stress that he puts on it himself by seeking out these clips and making them himself. But he's gonna have a full-on heart attack trying to explain away, no, I said it in a different way. You guys are taking me out of context. Like, yeah, no, brother, we're not taking you out of context. You be saying this word for word, verbatim, then lie about the shit you say, and then whenever someone calls you out on the lie, you're like, you know what, fuck it, I do mean it then. Like, he has done this so many times to where he says something, someone calls him out for saying that, then he says, I didn't say that, then they pull up the clip, and then he's like, fine, either I did say it, or then he deflects to like, what about Gazan children? It's like, no, fuck them Gazan children, we're talking about you right now. What the fuck? Like, this man will literally hide behind innocent lies just so he can continue to radicalize people that donate him money. I mean, he's already sowing seeds of doubt that this person didn't do this in the name of Palestine. Actually, this was a false flag event, and if you guys don't know what a false flag event is, basically this is a conspiracy term where you're able to, you know, attribute any malice done by people that are in your group to a government or a government adjacent entity that will do these things to make you look bad. So basically you can just hand wave all of the quote unquote, in Hasan's mind, rational people, the good citizens out there, and say, actually, he wasn't a part of our group. He was a government operative sent to dismantle our group by making us look bad.
I'm not Mr. False Flag at all, but like every single thing that he did in the aftermath of the shooting is so fucking crazy that it's like, you could not have fucking designed a incident like this. You could not have designed a better false flag incident like this. I'm not saying it is a false flag incident at all. I'm not saying that. I think this is just a one dude who is genuine in his actions and maybe, you know, a little bit brain broken. Okay.
You guys see this flip-flop? He goes from saying, this guy isn't insane.
This, on the other hand, is not the work of an insane person.
To, this guy is insane.
You know, a little bit brain broken.
To, I mean, like, but what he did was right and is genuine.
Is genuine in his actions.
Like, you guys see this flip-flop, right? All within the same day. He's just like, all right, I got to cover every single base to make sure the people that are on my side stay on my side, and the people that aren't on my side, I can have a clip saying, oh, well, actually, he's insane. All right, make sure you don't add in the part where I say he's genuine in his actions, because that's insane.
Is genuine in his actions.
It is, hands down, one of the most predatory behaviors I've seen from a streamer. He literally has done things that has turned people from normal citizens into these radicalized people, and then he'll go on to say, good, now do another murder for my pleasure so the audience can witness my greatness. Like, this man literally said the guy that shot these 2 people was a rational human being. I don't know about you, There wasn't too much rationality behind. Two people came to Washington, D.C. to talk about something, and then a guy randomly walks up and shoots both of them, not knowing what their political stance is at all, by the way. They could probably have been staunchly against the genocide, and he could have just made this whole entire thing worse for his side. Well, he did make this whole entire thing worse for his side both ways. Like, either way, you shooting them made it worse. But, like, this man was just like, no, that is a rational thing. We should continue doing that. The protests, ew. Shooting random people, yeah. Like, boys, come on. What are we doing here? Take up arms. So, of course, Ethan Klein from H3H3 Productions and, you know, the H3 Podcast obviously took to Instagram. That boy don't be using Twitter. And I'll be honest with you, Twitter's down right now, boys. So, just let you know, if there's a boost in quality of the clips, it's because I actually had to record it my damn self. I could have just downloaded. But obviously, with this whole thing going on, H3H3 Productions started pointing out all of Hasan's little orbiters, you know, spreading the message that this was actually a good thing that these two people got shot. Or they started doing some psyop like, oh, they weren't really Jews. It's like, they weren't really Jews? It's like, okay, then, Mike from PA.
It is absolutely perfect timing for Israel. And they attacked low-level staffers. You know what I mean? It's like perfect timing for Israel and attacks people that are expendable. They aren't even, they're Christians. The Christian Zionists get killed. Completely expendable for the Israeli state. It is like, it's perfect. It's almost like it's designed. It's almost like it's crazy.
Brother is begging for the next prime right there. That was just he was like, this is good for the Israel state. Like, actually, this is gonna help them out because obviously they're gonna be against us, guys. So, you know, donate more to me so I can free Palestine. Okay, that's not getting you next up. They were psyops. Okay, that's not working. They weren't Jews in general. They were Christians, actually. Low-level Christian Jews. Boys, donate to me so I can free Palestine. Like, that boy was begging for the next up. He was just throwing anything at the wall to where the next damn prime could come in. That's whenever he knows, all right, the prime just came in. Let me go down this tunnel. Not only were they just Christians, they were satanic Christians. Like, this man was about to go down a whole rabbit hole if someone damn threw up a damn prime. But yeah, obviously, the whole entire Hasanabi industrial complex, kind of weird how you're a socialist, but you have an industrial complex. Kind of weird, just saying. Obviously, they're all going down the whole rabbit hole with him that this wasn't bad at all, actually. This was a good thing. You know what? Maybe we need to do more of this. But obviously, I can't encourage you to do it because it's against Twitch TOS. Because Mike PA, he got his little subs and that boy went down his rabbit hole, all right? He had to make sure he stayed within the Twitch TOS, but he was still vehemently saying, all right, I'm not going to tell you to do this because my bag would get up. All right, I don't give a fuck about your bag. My bag personally would be fucked up if I told you to do this, but I'm a roundabout way say that I really don't give a fuck.
Now, I condemn the murder 100%, and I don't want to see any violence come from this community, and I don't want people doing, you know, violating any laws. That's like the number one thing that I'm focused on in this community, is making sure we don't do any law-breaking behavior. But just keep that as the number one rule, because it's against Twitch terms of service to violate the law. You know, don't violate the law. One of the things that's really interesting about the shooting is it seems like the main victim was not Jewish. The guy was not Jewish. He was a Christian Zionist from Germany. And he seemed to spend a lot of time celebrating civilian deaths, which was really shocking, you know? So it makes me believe that this violence might have been targeted violence.
Celebrating people's deaths isn't a actual good reason for your own, because Mike from PA, if a Zionist came and shot you, you would be pretty pissed, wouldn't you? You'd be like, hey, why would you do that? All I did was just, you know, celebrate two Israeli diplomats' deaths. Like, come on. Like, come on. Why are you shooting me just because this is the exact same situation that I am in right now? Like, come on. This is ridiculous. Like, as you guys can see, I already told you, that boy went down his little rabbit hole of conspiracy theories. He started then just spouting out other bull. Actually, I didn't know who this person was until today. But somehow, after watching this one video on him, this guy wasn't even Jewish. He was a Christian. You know, he was German, actually. He was also just German. But he was a staunch Zionist. It's like, bro, how the hell are you a Christian German Zionist? What? Like I said, this boy is out here just begging for the next prime. That is all he's doing, going down the rabbit hole for the next prime. Now, a lot of you guys are probably thinking to yourself, why are they blaming Hasan for this? I'm like, come on, this is just like a random guy. There's a lot of people out there that probably never even knew what Twitch was that would probably do the same amount of crimes. Well, I'm not confirming this, but from Destiny's friend Den Saltman, what he can say is he can basically confirm that the man was a Twitch viewer. I can confirm he was a Twitch user. Hey, at Dan Clancy, do you think his favorite channel was the same as yours? This is why Richie Torres was going off on Amazon policy and Amazon earlier this year. It is creating terrorists. Because if you guys don't know, Dan Clancy loves Hasan Piker. All right.
Happy birthday to you.
What the f?
Happy birthday to you.
Bro, we're never beating the Hasan runs Twitch allegations after this. This is crazy.
Happy birthday, dear Hasan.
This is crazy.
Happy birthday to you.
Just saying, Dan Clancy has never did that for any other streamer, by the way. Not even his sweet baby girls that he loves to watch. You know, like his damn Asian bunny. Woo. His damn Amaranth. His Morg pop. Ooh, he has not done that for any of them. But for the Twitch legend Hasan, he has to. Which is another conflict of interest. You are the CEO of one of the biggest live streaming companies in general. You shouldn't have preferential streamers. They should all just be money generators to you. I'm just saying here, as a platform, you should probably see any and everyone that can generate money for you as a potential good thing. Don't get me wrong, you should see that. But also, this man actually will take a hit on revenue banning large streamers larger than Hasan Piker just because their ideologies do not line up with his. And that's kind of weird and scary that the biggest company in the world, Amazon, that owns Twitch, is just allowing this to happen. Like, why is Twitch being allowed to play favorites with literally profitable streamers? Literally, they will ban people getting rid of their livelihood for mild, and I mean extremely mild offenses. But then Hasan is out here saying this again about the person that shot two innocent people that did nothing wrong. And also, these are his thoughts on a policy that is clearly outlined in the Twitch TOS that you cannot have these kind of opinions or share them on their platform.
Because the dude who did this last night is not insane. This, on the other hand, is not the work of an insane person. Why not just admit that you're careless sometimes too to his fans? It made you look like you can't admit fault. I have no problem with the Houthis. Yeah, because I don't. What do you mean? If you think I'm a terrorism supporter for that reason, then yeah, I'm a fucking terrorism supporter. What are you talking about? The Houthis and their militancy in the Red Sea is a perfectly moral action. I believe what the Houthis are doing is a good thing. 10 toes fucking down.
Right, let's give them a peace prize.
Terrorism and violence extremism. Terrorism and violent extremism promotes unlawful violence and spreads messages of intolerance. Twitch does not allow content that depicts, glorifies, encourages, or supports terrorism or violence extremism actors or acts. This includes threatening to or encouraging others to commit acts that would result in serious physical harm or significant property destruction. For example, you may not content warning, display or link terrorism or extremist propaganda, including graphic pictures or footage of terrorist or extremist violence, even for the purposes of denouncing such content. It's kind of weird how Hasan, watched a full-on Houthi terrorism propaganda music video with NMP LOL.
Okay, I'm sorry, I need the money, guys.
I'm gonna grab my food. Yeah.
Hasan actually got a warning for that. He got a warning for showing and depicting terrorism on his literal stream.
What is the NMP clip?
I don't know. What was the one that you showed him?
I don't don't know.
The one that got him on the news.
The Houthi. No, I can't show that, dude. What do you mean? I got a warning for showing that.
Not only showing and depicting, by the way, he also staunchly agrees with these people. You're not allowed to do that, per the TOS.
Allah.
Who's that?
He's the leader of Hezbollah, the general secretary of Hezbollah.
What's Hezbollah?
Hezbollah
is that small guy?
Hezbollah is this is the same name.
Okay.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization, but they are a terrorist organization. Like they're designated. They are designated by the American state as a terrorist organization.
I do not like them then.
Well, I mean, we also called Nelson Mandela until 2008. Do you know who that is?
But before that, not only did he have a Houthi terrorist on his stream, he also recently said he believes what the Houthis are doing is crazy.
I believe what the Houthis are doing is a good thing. 10 toes fucking down.
This man is legit promoting on Twitch 3 separate occasions. And yet, for some reason, he doesn't get banned. But we already know, until Twitch actually gets shut down by Amazon, or I'm gonna be honest, at this point, some government authority. I'm like, with how radical things are getting up there, this whole thing is gonna continue on, just like the whole entire beef with Anissa Jomha, iDubbbz' wife, and H3H3, because that boy came out with some damn stories. I want to be honest with you. Ooh, they were really bad about Ian and Anissa. Click this video right here to find out what the hell did Ethan Klein have to say this time. But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.